Hi, my name is Himal and I'm the owner of Rospa Imports. It started out for me when I was a kid. I always had a fascination for cars. My bedroom walls were covered wall to wall with car pictures. So from a very young age, cars was in my blood. And Rospa started in an indirect way when I was always into cars, and then I saw this Evo one day and I fell in love with it. It was a white Evo 4 and I bought this car. After buying it, did I find out that this car was actually not a legal car in South Africa, and that got me very worried. So I sold on the car and I moved on, and I said to myself, I'm going to find myself my dream JDM or my dream sports car and import it myself. When I looked around, nobody was importing, nobody was doing it like as a legal company. Everything was all hush-hush under the table, which I wasn't comfortable with. So I set out then to find out how to import a car. And once I had some knowledge, I had then contacted various companies on the internet and found a supplier and negotiated and spoke for months and then took the risk. It was a huge risk then, because it's not like how imports are today, that you have reputable companies you can rely on and go to. A reputable company, shall I say. The biggest fears faced back then when importing was non-existent was, am I going to get scammed? Is this car going to be legit? Am I even going to get a car? Is it going to be the car I bought? Is it going to be in the condition I wanted? And so I just took the risk. I ordered the car. When it was bought, I flew over to Japan. I met with the suppliers. I looked at my car. I did the deal, and I brought them into South Africa. So at that time, when I was looking for my car, one of my friends came and approached me, and he wanted an R34. So the two cars that arrived the first time was my blue R33 GT-R and this white R34. So when that actually hit the streets of Durban, it was like nobody had ever seen anything like that before. And there were like people coming from far and wide to see the car parked in the driveway, just to see it there. And from there, Rospa Imports was born. I do anything exotic, anything collectible. I can import any car that's legally allowed to be imported into South Africa. So we follow the guidelines of the South African law to the T by the book. So any vehicle, most people think that we predominantly only import GT-Rs. It's not that we only import GT-Rs, those are just our biggest, fastest sellers. As I said, now we've branched off into the E30 market. We brought two E30 M3s last year into South Africa. And even when that arrived, it was an absolute internet sensation. It went viral within hours. Japan I predominantly like to buy for because of one big thing, is that they have a system where you can properly track and verify what you buy. Whereas in any other country, the UK has the MOT system, which gives you history. So all of those are sort of things that we do in the check. When we're buying a car for a client, we check its history, we verify its mileage, we verify whether the car's been in accidents or not. We check if its paint is original. We're very thorough in examining and inspecting the cars. We're going to be opening a joint venture between one of my clients and myself and Rospa. We're going to be opening a lifestyle center. So that's going to basically cover the cars we import, have some stuff on display, the brands we import such as D2 coilovers, Gecko coilovers, all our imported brands, everything's going to be under one roof. Yes, it's to sell cars, we want to obviously encourage people to come and purchase our cars, but it's a place where you can come and explore JDM culture. The first car we're gonna talk about is this 1992 325i pillarless convertible MTech 2. It's one of 250 original MTech 2s ordered from factory in the UK, which has been verified by the BMW partners in the UK. Then the other pillarless is also a 325i MTech 2, but the special thing about this car is it features a V-Spec hardtop, which is very, very rare, which also gives the car that incredible look that you see. Other than that, it's a 1992, it's got 100K miles on it. Very, very clean interior, leather interior, heated seats with electric. So the R34 that we have here today is an original V-Spec II, all right, which is one of 1,500 and something ever made, original V-Spec IIs. The car's been VIN verified, VIN checked, you know, so what tends to happen quite a lot, even in South Africa and in Japan, is people put stickers and make the cars look like a V-Spec II, but it's a base grade GT-R. And there's a massive difference in what it's actually worth between being a base grade GT-R and a V-Spec II. So this was a client that was very specific in what he wanted. It was his dream to own a V-Spec II, and he wanted it in white, as you see it today. The car features a Nismo body kit, so it's got the front bumper, the side skirts, the rear spats, the bigger fenders. The car comes with a carbon fiber bonnet as standard on a V-Spec II, which features the Nappa duck on the little black slot on the hood. Beautiful car to drive, sits on a nice set of fresh coilovers, and also riding on TE37 SLs, which is a very, very rare TE37 because it's a diamond cut TE37. So it's a very, very expensive room as well. The last car we have for the feature is something special. It's my personal car. It's a dream build for me. It took over a year to build, and what it is, it's basically a 2.9 liter stroker, twin turboed, so it's running GDX 2867 RS ball bearing turbos. It's running an OS88 sequential gearbox, roughly in its current tune making 800 horsepower or so, which is only basically running at 65% of what it's actually capable of doing. So we're learning the car. You know, there's a lot of cool videos that's been on social media. It features the latest Haltech IC7 dash controller. It's one of the first cars to have them in SA. We don't only just import cars, you know. We are passionate about them, we have knowledge about them, and we're with our clients from the time the whole thing starts till probably death do us part, you know. We build, all my clients, we have close relationships. If they need advice, if they need help, if they need, you know, help finding parts, all of that I do for my clients, and I don't charge them. You know, it's just part of being part of the Rospa family, you know. So we don't only just know how to import cars, we know how to make them fast, we know how to make them look good, you know, we know how to protect your investments and make sure you're getting the best value for money.